What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Devil's Lake Firebirds Teambuilder Dynasty. We are going to be building the Firebirds from the ground up in the Independence Conference. After about 3 or 4 years, you guys can choose down in the comment section below of what conference to put them in. And also today we will get to meet some of the players in practice and see the schedule of our first year. Alright, so here's going to be the schedule that we have for year one. We'll be starting off against Boise State on their blue turf, and then Colorado State will come visit our stadium for the first time in team history. Then Wisconsin, UTEP, Wyoming, Tulsa, Old Dominion, and then we play against a ranked team, North Carolina. Gotta get North Carolina up in there because we need to play some tough opponents sometimes. Then we'll have a bye week. Then Marshall, Virginia Tech, Nevada, and then California to finish out the year. Alright, now I said we'll meet the players and stuff on the team, but first let's see the recruiting of the new players that'll be coming in next year to help out the team. Let's see who's all interested in the Devil's Lake Firebirds. Let's see how many people. Only 5 people are interested in us. And you also see we need 2 fullbacks. Michael Long, Chad Medley, Antonio Lewis, Brad Thomas, and Larry Tolbert. I'll put all of them guys on my board to scout them. Alright, so here's the recruiting board that I got put together after we looked at the top interested people up in us. As you can see, we didn't have that many people interested in us whatsoever. So I went through, and the way I'm going to be recruiting up in this series, just like how I'm doing with LSU, is that I'm not choosing anybody else other than the states that are around, like Montana, South Dakota, Minnesota, North Dakota, and then if there's anybody in Canada that will want to come over too. So these are the people that are all interested in us, and there's also no fullbacks, so I had to go out and try to put 2 fullbacks on there. So I'm breaking the rules for that right there, just so I can build a team up, like have no positions needed and all that. So I went out and put 2 fullbacks that's down here that you can see. Jed Johnson, which they're still not even great, but they were interested in us, so I put them on there to scout and see what we can do. And then, if anything, if we can at least get one of them, we can always move a running back to fullback also to keep somebody on the team that we need. But alright, let's see the scouting here. Michael Long. It's not much scouting. It's only 25% because it's at the beginning stages. He goes up +1 right off the rip. Chad Medley. He stays there, but you know he's not very fast, but he is a guard, so speed and jumping don't matter for them. Antonio Lewis, a 53 overall receiver, not the greatest right there with the elusiveness, but hopefully he could be a good returner. He got 70. Brad Thomas got 69 pass blocking, not the greatest. Larry Tolbert. Ooh, that power move ain't great, but the finesse is decent. Something to work with, but hopefully he can get better. Terry Sands got good impact blocking. Craig Lynch, can't tell nothing with him with the stuff that they gave us. Brett White, 83 speed, but 42 zone coverage. Come on, man. Logan Russell, 72 throw accuracy. And he goes down -3, so he might be getting taken off the board or something. Billy Grant goes down. Jeremy Ernest, I think. Josh Day here. I hope you're good. And you're not. David Nichols, he's a 73 overall, but he is a JUCO junior. So, let's see what he got. 74 overall. George Reed, quarterback. Can't tell, he is a scrambler, so something we'll have to keep looking out on. See if we can get him. George Reed. But You can see he got beast speed, but his accuracy might be a little worrisome. But David Nichols, if we can get him as a receiver, he would be a big pickup for us for probably 2 years. Brandon Rivers goes up +1. Timothy Muhammad. Okay, that's pretty good right there. 88 speed for a cornerback. I think he'd be like one of our fastest cornerbacks out there too. Alright, keep going through. EJ Washington. 86 speed, 65 catching. Really ain't too worried about that because everybody's going to have crappy catching off the rip on this team. Jed Johnson, fullback. Let's see. Ooh, can't tell too much about him. I want to see the run and pass block. Trey Brown, you already can expect him not being that great. And I don't have point scout. Okay, so I already used all of my point scouting. So that's like you can see the recruiting board. We only have pretty much I can't really say pretty much a few, but probably about 7 people interested in the team. Everybody else we're gonna have to work for to get. Got to show a lot of interest in some of these players. David Nichols, he's gonna get the most interest out of everyone. Off the rip, he's a 3-star JUCO junior. I think he's a junior. He could be a sophomore. Timothy Muhammad, I think I might put a lot of interest in him also. EJ Washington, he's another JUCO. I think he's the sophomore. Vincent Williams, Jed Johnson. Jed is going to get a lot of points in him because just got to get a fact that can block on the team. Because I like to run out of I formation and stuff a lot, and hopefully he can help out the team there. So now let's jump over to practice for a little bit and try to get some highlight plays and introduce y'all to the players. Alright, so here is the quarterback that's going to be starting for the Firebirds. This is Kurt Rooney here. Get to know him because he is going to be the starter, guys. We do have backups that might make a debut if he's not playing good, but he's going to be the day one starter. He's going to be wearing the number 12 for the team. Let's jump over and show y'all the ratings that he has. Kurt Rooney, 70 overall, 66 speed. You see, Emmanuel Petty's faster than him, but not by, it's by a little bit, but not blazing speed. But he has better arm and better accuracy than him, so that's why Kurt Rooney will get the start over Emmanuel Petty. But Petty might make debuts up in some games. He might end up getting the starting job if he plays better. And here's Kurt Rooney up in practice now. You can see he still don't have the best arm, but okay, there's 2 inaccurate passes. And now Rooney does a play action, throws it, and Bruce Stevenson, you can see that was a good pass, but the receivers aren't the greatest. But Bruce Stevenson is one of our best receivers. And there's another drop. I swear to God that we haven't completed one. And then Kurt Rooney gets tackled for a loss on this. And let's try jet sweep. Minor's going to get outside, and finally we got something up in the practice. Sacked. Triple option here. And then I think that's Jay Walker. I have to look at his name. Oh, come on, Rooney. Gotta impress the fans here. They're not gonna be happy with you starting day one because I picked you. There's Minor catching a pass. There's Minor again. Making a player miss. Getting up the field. Now Rooney overthrows him again. Okay, Rooney. You're just making me mad now. Bad at the line. This defense, I'm just saying, is not going to be good. They're going to look good in practice, but I swear to God, they're not going to be good. And Rooney's running a triple option, and he got 66 speed, as we just saw. Minor couldn't catch that one, got batted down. Let's see, Walker couldn't get anything going. Started it. Okay. Alright, and here is the running back, Jay Walker. He's one of the highest overalls on the team. He only has 84 speed, but he is one of our better players on the team. You got 71 break tackle, 79 spin, and 80 juke, 76 carrying. So Jay Walker will be the starter day one. He is a sophomore. Also forgot to tell you that Kurt Rooney is a freshman, and so is Emmanuel Petty. We'll run down Jeremiah Davenport, our starting receiver. Bruce Stevenson is our second receiver at 67 overall. We're going to have to move that tight end because he's not playing there, even though he's our best one. We got Vince Babcock he's going to be playing in the fourth receiver. And then Larry Roden, our fifth receiver. Tight end Darian Harris, 68 overall. And then Edgar Small, who you just saw up in the receivers. So he is a good receiving threat. So we are going to use him a lot. Offensive line, a little shaky around there. Got to build that up. Jeffrey Dingle is our best player. And then let's move over to the defense. Randall Martinez is going to be starting at left end. Right end is going to be Rory Durbin. Now Sidney Scruggs, y'all can correct me if I say that wrong, Scruggs, is a 69 overall. Ronaldo Lopez, 68. It's going to be tough on defense. I'm telling y'all that it's going to be a tough year, or a tough few years. And now we have Ralph Castillo at 70 overall, another one of our better players. Colt Newton, a 72. He's our fastest linebacker. He's probably our best linebacker also. Jed Coley, Rashad Sands, Cliff McCutcheon, Donnie Bradley, Derek Morales, and Brett Daniels. Now Thomas Fielder, our best safety, and John Paul Hoffman is our best strong safety. And now, where's that one guy that y'all are going to be really enjoying the meet? Where is he? Oh, not that bad. Where is he? Juan Webb. He is redshirted, but one of these years he pretty much might take over the secondary, but I feel like that's going to be y'all's favorite player there because of his name, Juan Webb. We can call him the brother of Joe Webb. Kick returner. Still haven't decided those two yet. Kickoff and punt returner. But that's pretty much the team. And y'all saw up in the little bit of practice that I had there that this team is not that great. But we're going to get through it. We're going to build this team up. We're going to win bowl games eventually, hopefully. Maybe. I don't know. Depending on how the series go. But I feel like it's going to be a great one. I'm really excited for this. And I hope you guys are too. Don't forget to leave a like if you guys are ready for this series. It really helps on my channel also. And subscribe for more. And until next time, guys, I'll see y'all later.